Welcome back, Havelock. We're here for another Mayor's Minute. It's been a little while since we sat down and talked about an issue in the city of Havelock, and today we want to talk about stormwater. And why are we going to talk about that? Because a lot of you have seen your stormwater fee, which started January 1, and despite the fact that we've been talking about it for almost 10 years and very heavily for the last 9 months, it's still surprising people. So I want to make sure that you kind of understand what it is a little bit today and what it is not. So we'll start with what it's not. The road around Havelock, the bypass being built, is a North Carolina Department of Transportation project. It is not a City of Havelock project. That is not our road. We're not responsible for it. We are not hiring those contractors. We are not doing that job. The stormwater fee has absolutely nothing to do with the bypass construction that the state is doing. Also, what it is not, it has nothing to do with sewage. And I've seen a lot of comments and people talking about, asking questions of me and our staff about what that has to do with our sewer. And it's nothing. If you come from another state, there are a lot of places where your sewer and your stormwater mix together and go through one big system. That is not how it works here. Your stormwater is just water that runs off of your yard, your roof, your driveway, out of parking lots, and goes into our ditch and drainage systems. Our sewage is in a completely separate system that is sealed and goes straight to a plant where the water is treated. So I just wanted to kind of dispel those two rumors because neither one of those are true. What is your stormwater fee? We are a CAMA county. That is a Coastal Area Management Act, right? And that's a North Carolina law that tells 20 of us counties that we have special rules that the other 80 counties do not have. And it's because basically we have a lot of water in our counties. And so we're one of those 20. We have a special set of rules we have to follow for stormwater. We've been following those rules for a long time. We've been doing an above average job of managing stormwater and making sure that we're following those state rules, that we're in compliance. However, we are very aware we could be doing a better job. And a lot of you are aware that we could be doing a better job at taking care of some of our drainage. And a lot of our constraints come around resources, the amount of people we have and the amount of money we have to spend. We've been paying for that stormwater work with what we call general fund tax dollars, which are your tax dollars. And the way that most CAMA counties do it, and a lot of cities around us already did it, was with a fee. And the state can come in and they can impose this stormwater fee. They have not done that to us because we've done a pretty good job managing our system. So we're preemptively trying to do a better job. The stormwater fee is $4 for a residential home. And that's what's called an ERU. And I don't want to get deep in the weeds on what an ERU is and what the calculations are. If any of you want to come sit down and go into that and look at the formula and talk about how we calculate, I'd love to sit down with you in my office and go through that. But for the sake of keeping this video short enough that you guys will actually continue watching it, let's just talk about the fact that an ERU is an equivalent residential unit, which means if you live in a house, you pay one ERU. Doesn't matter if your house is 1,000 square feet or 2,400 square feet, right? You're paying one ERU. That's $4 a month. It's $48 a year. All that money will go directly into a stormwater fund. It'll allow us to have a position that is a stormwater manager, which we do not have today. Our planning, our works director, our public works director has to take everything in his portfolio and include stormwater. This will allow us to have someone who's dedicated to focus on stormwater, creating plans for future drainage, creating plans to keep drainage clean, administering the grants that come in for stormwater, which we've had quite a few recently that we've been able to put around the city to make stormwater better. So it'll make us a lot more efficient at getting the job done and focused on those areas. And it'll give us a section of money to do that with that is not putting a strain on our tax dollars. Now, for those of you that are business owners or own large properties in Havelock with large parking lots, if you are commercial, there is a formula. And that one ERU counts. That one ERU is 2,300 square feet. So if you've got a 4,600 square foot building with no parking or with a little bit of parking, then you're going to pay 2 ERUs. And like I say, that's a math formula. I'd be happy to sit down and go through it with anybody who would like to. But if you're living in a house, you're going to see it on your utility bill for $4 a month. That's $48 a year. That money is going directly to stormwater. It is not going to sewer. It is not going to our water system. It's not going to trash pickup. It's not going to roads. It is going to stormwater work, which could be drainage or anything attached to that. I hope that helps a little bit on what this fee does. I know if you have not been coming to meetings and you haven't been to listening sessions, then you probably were caught off guard. But for the last 9 months, we've been talking about this pretty aggressively as part of our plan for the city of Havelock. We've covered it in listening sessions. We've covered it in meetings. We've even put some information out on social media about it. And now this Mayor's Minute. If you still have questions, feel free to call us. My number, 444-6400. Call City Hall. Ask for an appointment with me. I try to lock Mondays down for citizens. Most of y'all already know that. You can come in. I'll sit down and bring your own bill. Or I'll have them printed out and we'll go over your bill, look at what's going on your bill and talk about those pieces and parts. If you think something's wrong and you're concerned it's not correct, if you want to, you can go on Facebook and tell everybody in the world your stuff's not right and hope your neighbors can help you with it. I would say a better option might be to come by City Hall. You can sit down with the city manager. You can sit down with me. We can actually provide you the information, help you get a solution to whatever problem you may have. Also, you can email us. We've got a couple emails to do that. Catch me in Food Line if that's what you've got to do. People have no problem doing that, and I'm happy to talk to you there as well. Have a good day.